Hello, everyone. So, today we are talking about Civil War and its effects. That is the topic of this video. So, the objectives are to understand the events that led to the Civil War and what advantages did the South have over the North in order to start the Civil War. So, first, we would start with discussing famous people that you could think of when you're remembering the Civil War. Together, we're going to jot these down in order to discuss at a later point of what is important about them. So I would give everyone here about 3 to 5 minutes to discuss what figures that we could think of when it comes to the Civil War. After this is done, we're going to look at different instructional strategies of how to go about doing this. The first strategy is going to be exactly what we said, start with class discussion. After that, I have a short video that I am going to make to show them different figures that they have mentioned and how they affected World War II. Sorry, the Civil War. Once that is done and we look at many different figures within the Civil War, we're going to have a short debate, 3 to 5 minutes, of having them choose sides of who had the advantage. Some may say the North, even though I personally think it's the South. And we're going to look at why each side had different advantages. So I'm going to split them into whatever groups they want, and we're going to have a short debate of 1 minute argument to start on one side, 1 minute argument to start on the other side, a 30-second rebuttal, and then a 30-second conclusion for each. So about a 3 to 5 minute total. Then after that, we're going to have a 30-minute of instruction period of me going over slides and talking about what happened leading up to the Civil War. Why did it occur? And then we're going to look at different reading materials that I've given them prior to this, in order to fully engage and encapsulate what we are looking at. Finally, we would finish with a class discussion of the events that led to the Civil War, and the advantages that the South may have had early on, if you think of that way. If not, we would look at what advantages the North may have had, because there were definitely advantages to both. Uh, the different learning activities are going to be exactly that. We're going to make sure that there's an open discussion. If for some reason people do not discuss, and I do not have a lot of people wanting to interact, I will go to the popsicle stick method, which I use in class now, which is calling them based upon a popsicle stick and having them understand and speak out. I will give them a couple opportunities to pass, but after that, everyone will need to have a chance to speak out about what they believe. This will enhance the class discussion and make sure that everyone is engaged and understanding the objective of the class, which is to understand what is going on within the Civil War. The assessment that I will give at the end, the last 5 to 10 minutes, is very simple. It will be a 3 question exit survey, that's going to go over what happened, why it happened, and who you thought had the advantage. And for that, they would have 3 sentences per, writing wise, in order to understand and show me that they understood what class was about. So those who just did the reading and did not participate in class discussion, or those who just participate in class discussion but didn't do the reading, won't be able to understand fully what's going on. They'll need to incorporate both of them. Lastly, the different strategies using is different things that we already talked about. I'm going to be differentiating the entire time. I'm going to be coming from a scaffolding background, so everything is scaffolded already. We're putting in many different differentiator strategies, such as group discussion, formative assessments, and a debate is already set up within the lesson. Also, a video is going to be shown, which is going to allow many things, including the ability for them to see it in many different lights. So, by doing all of these things within this lesson, I think it will be a great idea and a great setup of an hour and 30-minute class of just what the Civil War looked like before it happened and right as it happened. What small events led up to this? I understand that this is something that is going to be talked about for a few class periods, but we can get into the small bits before we get really in depth of what happened and why it happened. So this would be how I would run that class, and I hope that this is a great example and encapsulates everything of what this class should look like. And on that, I'm going to end this, and I thank you for watching.